Hello to you troops. I'm back. As Glasgow Genuine and the Glasgow Celtic FC Dafty. You know what I mean? Oh man, what a week that was. A week that was pure fucking busy. Sorry, fucking bad, so busy now. But I suppose it was two matches. There were two matches of Celtic, but one of them was a friendly one, so it was a kind of warm-up. So I'm not going to comment it. But I'm going to comment a match I presume it was last Sunday where Ross County Celtic played with Ross County. So let me, comment it for you. With my hoops, as usual with my hoops. As a Celtic dafty and Glasgow genuine, you know. With my traffic conne. Alright. So alright, so I'm serious just now, sorry. So what a match that was, troops. I say that Celtic played with Ross County somewhere in Scotland, in the village called Dingwall, somewhere in Scotland, I don't know. Comparing to, I have to tell you something, that comparing to Celtic Park, that stadium at this Dingwall was a shite hole, seriously. Nothing can compare to Celtic Park, troop. Nothing. So zero, nothing. So, what a match that was, troops. What a match that was. Celtic was playing with Ross County. What a match that was. I said, oofed. My emotions painted up, troops. My emotions painted up. I needed to take a pill, something to calm me down. To calm myself down. I just took something, kind of something. Helped me calm my nerves. So up and down, breathe in and breathe out and out. Because, after first half, it was as you remember, Celtic, wasn't it? Celtic, it was I presume it was 1-0 after the first half. Man, again, in the second half, in the end of second half, as usual, my trips, and Celtic fans, Celtic just striked two goals, you know what I mean? Right in the end, Celtic tactics, So I was just commented like that way. So I said, oh hi, this is the day when my beloved Celtic FC won away. At last. So let's celebrate. We are in brew. Bravo, my Celtic boys in green. Celtic, what can I say? I'm pure happy today because you won. I was more out to say I'll be loyal. Fan was stoned but till the end. So Celtic gives us fans, I have to tell you that. I hope you agree with me. So Celtic gives us fans scary moments, but in the end, the match makes us fun, smell, plus sing, plus celebrate, you know what I mean? Whoa. So let me comment that match for you, strips. So Celtic Ross County. Let me use as my microphone. It's my microphone, my Arim Brubble. right. So Celtic Ross County. So Celtic bounced back for a Champions League disappointment on the midweek. They maintained their perfect start to Premiership campaign. But Labour win, as Alistair Johnson, Nicholas Kuhn striking at the second half for the champions. So it keeps Brendan Rodgers, the side, still start the season, winning every game that plays domestically. This is not an international break for October Newlands. So Hoops record against Ross County has been exemplary. We won a defeat in 17 matches. And then got a defeat in February 2021. And today Celtic continue the excellent record. So Celtic started brightly pinning County back in the rain half the match. Opening exchanges. Kuhn Alistair Johnson combined well on the right now 7th minute of the Canadian crossfade Adam Ida. But Irishman header in the rally fade out just far post. So my Iron Brew. Ida continued to pause the threat, heading over the Arne Engels corner. 10 minutes of Celtic asserted their control. So just 2 minutes after, Alex Valle unleashed a powerful effort to distance, and they had Ross. They was scrambling, but a shot flew just over the bar. So County struggled to get in there with a half. The Hoops were unable to convert their chances. So another opportunity was big enough. 30 minutes, pinpoint delivery from Johnson Fountain days in Maida, marked at the back post by the Japanese forward header set wide on a goal. So the game looked dramatic from the 38th minute. So Ross County were about it, but penalty VAR check. Liam Scales was judged to have handled ball trying to block across this box. So Ronan Hale stepped take up spot to kick and Kasper Schmeichel to pull off the super low save of his rights. However, there was a cruel twist for Celtic as the referee ordered to retake Demon that Schmeichel had moved off his line, so it was a mistake, and I just second attempt to bearing the ball in the bottom corner to get Ross County 1-0. I mentioned 1-0 on the champions, the first goal conceded in this season. So the Hoops who had the goal in the break just break a goal down, admittedly a bag foot in the second half when Ross County come close doubling at their head. Hill looking at Captain Azari, rare goes goal, spotted Schmeichel off his line. It's a speculative range effort just waiting at that target in the 52nd minute. So Celtic responded quickly as Callum McGregor took matters into his own hands, and just 2 minutes after brushing off a couple of challenges before unleashing how low shot on the edge era with narrowly back post. The captain is injected fresh energy during the side, and then moments after, Jason Maida bores through that goal at the nice sprawling save Ross County keeper Ross Lado. So an attempt to shift the momentum so that Brendan Rodgers make treble substitution, then Urmark introducing Kaigo, Luke McGowan, Paul Bernardo, Adam Eid for Ida, Rio Hadid and Anna Engels. This injection refresh Ida extra by Celtic's attack, so and the champions began to ramp up the pressure. So James Forrest brought the Maida in 68 minutes, and then that quickly and action curling effort, but left in 36 minutes it was comfortably saved the lead low. But the chances kept coming as Celtic hunted for equaliser. Their persistence was finally remarked in 77 minute trips. Corner kick off on the flick and near a Kyogo, prompting a brilliant reaction save at lead low. So however a ball and again the Johnston and the I was able to just reckon aid a deflection of McGregor's shot. The Canadians fortuitous touching it 1-1 and set up a tense final. So with that clock winding down, so Celtic remains composed and bounced back clinically on the counter attack. McGowan and the free kick depends on Hoff. But the Hoops took a quick to just Ross County off guard. Johnson searched before finding Kuhn the right flank. The German winger got inside that burst and the pace that slowed it, so that a slow shot into bottom corner man, sparking the wild celebrations in that on and away end. Celtic's comeback. It was complete and just well left in here down stage, secure a vital 3-point road and maintain the excellent record in the Highlands. So we can't wait. We as Celtic fans can't wait for a kick off on 19th of October with Aberdeen. So Celtic we're going to play with Aberdeen. So let's keep fingers crossed, my dear fans and subscribers, Celtic fans. Everyone in the hoops, put your hoops on and go for it. Just celebrate it. Keep fingers crossed for Celtic, I was just shouting Glasgow Celtic as usual on troops. So seriously. Alright. What's next, troops? I wanted to share something with you. So what does it mean to I'd love to share something with you, troops. So what does it mean to play football the Celtic way? You can imagine the Celtic has its very own tactics, its very own way of playing football. And we call it what does it mean to play football the Celtic way? So let me explain it to you. What's Celtic philosophy in playing football? Let me explain to you, troops. So why many people asked that why Brendan Rodgers is struggling to implement more defensive style at Celtic at 4 games continental clubs. And I think that I presume that it's Celtic is something the Celtic way. It's not directly related to clubs' deeply rooted, ingrained identity, right? So let me tell you something about the previous manager of Celtic and the current one, so the Brendan Rodgers. So both of them, Ange and Rodgers, had the contained with club philosophy, Celtic philosophy, that exists independently therein managerial styles. That philosophy is called Celtic philosophy, shapes how Celtic plays football, regardless of who is in the, who's the leader, who's the manager, you know what I mean? So, Brendan Rodgers as a manager who's shown that flexibility throughout his career, and he used holding midfielders if necessary, sometimes showing his capacity, and that's showing this capacity and alter his tactics depending on the situation. Right? So he's capable to do it. So that's Brendan Rodgers' trips, and Angie, the previous manager, he just did the same vision of football, front football. So, but I have to tell you, like I'd love to just remind to you hundreds of times that Celtic is not just any club. It's not just any club. It's just club like no other. You know what I mean? Celtic is club like no other troops. You know what I mean? So what's that Celtic way? Let's move on, carry on. I think that's the historical, philosophical burden that Brendan Rodgers has stepped in that history of Celtic, that ethos. How Celtic teams are supposed to play. And what's that Celtic play? What's that Celtic way of playing football? Many of you can, just wondering about it. What does it mean to play Celtic way? A Celtic way means Celtic way of playing football is an attacking, free-flowing style football. Celtic way of playing football is in attacking and free-flowing. I mean, a romantic way. Attacking, free-flowing, smoothly, down the road. You know what I mean? That's Celtic. Pure special romantica. I presume I have to admit it, maybe. Alright, so but what I want to mention is that if Celtic can change that Celtic way of playing football, it can fundamentally change its style. It can be more defensive. I don't think so. But you know what I mean? Some of you can argue that shifting to a defensive mindset would be undermining what makes us successful domestically. What our dominance is based on our ability to break down stubborn defences. And Brendan Rodgers is aware of this, you know what I mean? But Celtic has the historical, deeply rooted way of playing football. So I want to mention that historically, Celtic has been a club that plays up that usual certain way, that special way, and their great successes have come when they're stuck to the identity, right? The best example here is I've mentioned O'Neill's side, which is not two holding midfielders, never compromise the attacking threat. So it's not an issue with the manager or with the squads, but the fact that that Celtic is hardwired to play attacking football, you know what I mean? So troops. But we should ask the real question here: that would we Celtic fans, would we accept a more defensive, cautious Celtic? I don't know if that's going to work, but if this is going to work, I have no idea. More defensive, cautious Celtic, but if it brought greater success in Europe and in Champions League, you know what I mean? Or maybe it's a cause of identity. The club is which is so tied to attacking football, and it will be uncomfortable. It will be very far from it. And I presume, that maybe we fans are part of the problem, right? Because we Celtic fans, we real loyal Celtic fans, we just romanticized the view of how Celtic should play, and this has shaped the club so deeply, and the attempt to break it break it from the tradition. She's like heresy, you know what I mean? So, because I don't know, it may be that shift in tactics and Celtic playing more defensive football could undermine the very identity, you know what I mean? So maybe don't do it, just stick to it. Maybe even that just find a club for generations, so that, you know, you have to, we as fans should support Celtic every way, just down the road every way, troops, every fucking way. So, let me move on to, I'm going to continue my Celtic, look, Celtic Legends. I just started that, I started that one, I started talking about Celtic Legends and the Celtic legendary players in my last video. So I want to continue and tell you something about Stevie Chalmers. Maybe some of you, maybe some of you remember him. Here is half Stevie Chalmers and me again. So let me tell you something about that Stevie Chalmers. So that's something that Stevie Chalmers scored 233 goals in Celtic during a 12-year career with club, making him 4 goals scorer of all time. Henrik Larsson 241 and Bobby Lennox 277. Yet the True Legends couldn't claim to have scored the single most important goal in Celtic history. Stevie Chalmers could, end the game. Stevie Chalmers could. So it came on Thursday, May 25th, 1967, Statido National in Lisbon, which is 5 minutes of European Cup final remaining. Chalmers knocked home Bobby Murdoch. So shot in the melon, the Celtic 2-1 victory, ensuring that it became the first club, from Northern Europe to lift the prestigious trophy. So with just 5 minutes of European Cup final remaining, Chalmers knocked home Bobby Murdoch, shot in the Inter Milan. So in troops. It was a crowning glory of the club for the club manager. So the group of players he assembled and for the supporters just before years before, so had seen their side finish 8th in that league. Sadly, Stevie passed away in April 2019, so that's to go everything that I did for the club. So we ensure that his name forever be remembered as Celtic fans. So if Lisbon was a pinnacle, it was a highlight for a forward and made a debut from 1959. So Chalmers also scored the 1969 Scottish Cup final. You know what I mean? So had goals in the fight against Hamilton, or at night our teammate Lennox, who scored 5 clubs, who scored 4 season strips. Many supporters have down through the years visit down, you know what I mean? So famous stadium at Lisbon where history was made. Remember Lisbon troops? Remember Lisbon? Some of you maybe remember Lisbon. How just everything started for Celtic. Celtic won there. And Jock Stein was a manager. Alright. So let's go straight now. Right, continue. Lennox scored 5 that club, scored it in. Many supporters have done it through the years. Visited the famous stadium in Lisbon, where history was made. Stunning. So that Chalmers connected with the ball and reenacting that moment. Only man for through and accorded legendary status. So like so many came before him, Stevie Chalmers, Pathway, Agile Paradise, Gangat, as a produced great Jim McGrory. Chalmers had left up and just got up in a Celtic for a fruitful junior career, turned for a Kirkenloch Rob Roy, Ashfield. So his arrival Celtic in February 1959 that coincided with the emergence of youngsters such as Billy McNeil and Joe Clark. It was a joint at Leixon of Jim McJohnston, John Hughes and Tommy Gimmel, a group like given that moniker. Kelly Kitson, just Celtic chairman Robbie Kelly, and the Spain of Celtic most successful ever team, David Boy. He was a David Boy man. So Stevie Chalmers just to take field against Partick Thistle in the spring of 1959, where the 23-year-old terraced running soon lit up Celtic support. Described as a raw talent in the first team, he has all attributes to world-class striker. The absolute highlight for Stevie Chalmers got with their teammates came out May the 25th and then 1967 in Lisbon, with the European Cup triumph in Lisbon, with a triumph in 15 trophies troops. The Celtic and their team lifted Scottish in the 1965 club's first trophy under Jock Stein. scored 331 goals in the club, which is Celtic team that is swept their Glasgow rivals aside. And 1969 Scottish Cup final for the domestic treble, you know what I mean? Yet for the striker, it always comes late in Lisbon, I'll bet a go. He won on the 15 trophies now. Celtic and just met a team left in the Scottish Cup in 1965, that club's first trophy under Jock Stein. I have to tell you that, like so many of the Lisbon Lions' charms, time at Celtic would come to a gradual end as the emergence of the Quality Street gang soon challenged the first team regulars at Paradise. As he battled back from a broken leg, the striker had to contend with competition for the likes of Vig Davidson. Stevie Charms would attempt to continue his football career as a left Celtic, but taking up the player coach position, Morton hanging a boost at Partick Thistle. So, Stevie Charms' first steps back to Paradise were influenced father, David, who was his idol, having started his career at Celtic but had not made the first team appearance. So, let me tell you something. His achievements. So, 406 Celtic appearances, career appearances, League 261, Scottish Cup 47, League Cup 59, Europe 39, 231 Celtic career goals, League 158, Scottish Cup 33, League Cup 27, Europe 13, 15 career major honours, League title 6, Scottish Cup 3, League Cup 5, European Cup 1 troops. Here I'm here obviously med trafikkunnig med hoops, scarf hoops, na greenaway scarf, of course Celtic can be na great microphone. We say in singing Glasgow Celtic. Aye, alright. So maybe some of you know George McCluskey. Have you seen that man? Have you recognized that man? Maybe some of you recognize him. Have you? Troops, do you know George McCluskey? If let me know in the comments below, right? Let me tell you, the new. Let me tell you a few words about him. So, it's me again. Glasgow genuine. And Celtic Dafty. Alright. So, George McCluskey signed full-time for Celtic in July 1974, after previously being another product of Celtic Boys Club. So wonderfully talented for Hamilton about McCluskey, and then combined in the elegant first touch and a great vision, a thunderous shot, and the talents allowed in a score truly memorable goals. He made his debut in October 1957 when he came as a club sub, and they scored in Celtic sub. They're regular 7-0. So European Cup winners, Cup in the Parkhead. And in November he played against Bovista, Europe Rangers of Celtic Park, so embraced on both occasions. He was a choice. He was, obviously first to say for the beginning 1967 season, and was impressive friend against the Uruguay's Penro, scoring for a penalty spot. So, however, injury struck in the part in the 18th month, and George was out in a first team picture. He returned by a bank on February 6th, the 1978 trips, when the hammered spectacular hat-trick. Some of you maybe remember the hat-trick, Let me know in comments as well below. Past Tommy McNeil, Dundee at Celtic Park in the Scottish Cup. He established himself as a first team regular at points at the state, scoring regularly. Couldn't just find a Celtic total Europe and day for 1962. So in 1978, George Free came up for a course goal in 3-1 win over Rangers Park, September 9th, 1978. He was consistent but grabbed in a vital trick in Alliance Park against Montrose, Scottish Cup, during Saturday difficult 4-2 victory. And after he scored, the Magnificent Solo, I just been St Mirren, and then winning goal Celtic's vital 1-0 win. On this day, relegation bound Motherwell defeated Rangers 2-0 Fair Park, and the Celts were thrust back in the Lake Reese. So in the final game against Rangers, when Celtic 10 triumphed, against all odds, George played a great skill and not out of courage. His only 10 Celtic players themselves on the ground after John Doe standing off. George scored his second goal in the Rangers defence, a torrid time Celtic once winners, what, 4-2 and unforgettable nights. So I should tell you that. McCluskey and McGrath started 1980-81 season as Celtic twin strike and as they made the teenage. Charlie Nicholas exploded at the scene, but George and Andy still managed double figures. A goal stakes. Aye. George's best season was 1981 to season of 25 now. George McCluskey's season was the best season, was 1981 to when he scored 25 times. So Nicholas McGarvey both broke legs and George legs now with some styles and assumed that responsibility placed on him and staged my career. George is very capable. Penalty kick was such a growing confidence. On that last day of season against Mirren, Celtic George and Celtic rescue a vital second half goal set 3-0. When the prompt joyous scenes and the fans celebrated and hard-earned league triumph, Celtic had narrowly won a title George was deserving of many applauded its passions. George should have been rewarded further and included the initial 40-man Scotland squad in 1982 World Cup finals. He didn't have 22. In the season 1932-3, Nicholas was placed back at McCluskey's expense, although McNeil occasionally tried to play older strikers, McCluskey and Nicholas. For example, in the 4-1 win over Hibs, January 22nd, 1983. Alright. George McCluskey departure was lamented greatly, but he had scored some of the most important goals for his Billy McNeil management, and he still had many years of football. And the Celtics were this day fondly recall his skill, technique. George McCluskey was, and is Celtic through and through. He's a very affable person. He's a great mark. I club to be able to number of one of their gone. At time of writing, George was working in Celtic Youth Academy as an academy coach. So. I was going to tell you something. Is that in league, he gained 54 goals, 18 appearances, 12. League Cup 28, 7. Europe 13, 5. Total goals 204, 78, man. Seriously, I was George McCluskey. So. Let me tell you. Sorry. We my hoops here. Do you know what I mean, troops? About Jimmy Johnston was that. Jimmy Johnston, troops. Let me show you who that man was. Jimmy Johnston. Look for a wee look at him and just tell me if you know him. If you knew him, just properly or no. I'm going to tell you about him in a way. So as a Glasgow genuine Glasgow daft. Aye. Celtic daft as well. So this is Jimmy Johnston. Alright. And it's me again. Glasgow genuine and Celtic dafty. Alright. We might remember microphone. And Jimmy McJohnston is sorry. I'm pure mental, the fucking pure mental troops. Alright, so Jimmy Johnston was his possession was outside right. Appearances 515, goals 130. Years of Celtic 1961, 1975. So Celtic fans, affectionately knew Jimmy Johnston as a janky eye. So as a legendary still in Glasgow, and I would say it right forward. Jock Stein, I harnessed the potential of an unpredictable youngster at the air of the world-class ranks. Doing so, he also helped them out of their already best. Just played the greatest bravery to run the ball to your opponents absolutely rugged. The boys view Park take at the battle zone regularly. Did so on the biggest of occasions. Johnston trickery also had the Celtic greatest games. Red Star Belgrade couldn't stop Johnston around the European Cup. Winner staying in 1968. So the forward flashed him that goals in a second were there. 5-1 result. I was again against Leeds, I suppose. Alright, so yeah, and just 1970, so European Cup encounter. Johnson decimated in the Rotten Natives and semi-final. UEFA Cup Hampden Park was park, of course, for Celtic legend to humble the best in business. It was recognized that his stoning is one there all-time greats with a statue at Celtic Park. Alright, troops. Alright. So. Alright, so. I'd love to ask you to write legendary Celtic players and the legends of Celtic, legendary Celtic players, down in the comments below. Alright, so please, alright. And I'm going to continue next time. I'm going to continue, talking about legendary Celtic players. Alright, with my hoops, and commenting for you next match. So next Sunday is a match. Remember hoops, troops. Sorry, Celtic fans and my subscribers, dear ones. Remember that it's next Saturday, 19th October is a Celtic is playing at Aberdeen, a Celtic Park. So. Right. So the new troops. I want to show you something. Some facts maybe I learned about Glasgow, recently. And then I want to add something as well. I read an article recently on my best Glasgow pal, and I summed up that way. He's a great blogger and great writer about Celtic and being a real loyal Celtic fan. So I read a smashing article of my best Glasgow pal, so I just sum it up that way. I love this article and I agree with his words from the beginning to the very end. I have to tell you something. Unfortunately, I share my reflection as well. Unfortunately, some of the people don't understand what being faithful through and through means. As you just support somebody or something, especially in moments of triumph or success, and the consequence, they're quick to judge you when you fall down or have bad moments. Do you know what does it mean to be Celtic? Being a Celtic fan means supporting them, especially in the moments of struggle or when they fall down. Being a Celtic fan means being faithful through and through, over and over, follow them everywhere. Being a Celtic fan means being proud Celtic FC fan. Being a Celtic fan. Being a Celtic FC fan means wearing the hoops proudly, colours of green and white. We prayed on the fearless like Bill McNeil. Being a Celtic fan means being with them side by side and repeating these words. When you walk through the storm, hold your hands up high. Hold your head up high and don't be afraid of the dark. Walk with a hope in your heart. Because know this, that in the end of the storm, there's a golden sky. And remember, you never walk alone, my dear Celtic. I have to tell you something that some of the people criticise Glasgow. The same as with Glasgow. People are prone to, nowadays, unfortunately, people are prone to judge anything and everything, especially in moments of struggle. And the same things goes to my beloved Glasgow. People judge Glasgow, but it's covered. People run Glasgow down, mixed with mud, not knowing Glasgow better properly, or not wanting to learn the essence, heart, charms, magic of beauty of this amazing site by the Clyde. So, as real Celtic FC family, we should be together, support our beloved club, our beloved team, Celtic FC, all the time, no matter what, against the odds until the end. Alright, I want to share with you something. So, I learned something about, I wanted to show you something. Did you know, troops, what that is? Do you know, troops, what that is? Or no? You know what that is? So, I want to tell you that this was once a mill. Would you believe it? It was once a mill called Clay Slaps Mill, where on the River Kelvin here, facing the University of Glasgow Uni in Kelvin Grove Park, it's a hidden gem of Glasgow as well. So it was once a Clay Slaps Mill, and they known as a new mill of Partick. It was established in early 1500s. And the flint and mold, and they just producing, it was used for processing flour, flint, mold, snuff. It was poured by 3 and the short water was mounted in the weir. So the mill was finally demolished in the 1870s. So, but the weir was left to help control the water flow on the Kelvin. It's no longer functional, as you can see, but it's another Glasgow's gem. Let's turn it out just now. It's me again. So let me show you another. Just about something another. Click me again, and do you know what that is, troops? Do you know what that is? That's the Kelvin Said Hellhead Parish Church. Of course, in Hellhead part of Glasgow, West End. Right? Is that me again? Let me tell you about something. So, Kelvin Said Hellhead Parish Church, Salton Hellhead, was originally known as a Hellhead Parish Church. It's a parish church of the Church of Scotland, serving the Hellhead and Kelvin Said areas of Glasgow. So, Kelvin Said Hellhead Parish Church was opened in 1878. Six. In 1850s, it became the Belmont Hellhead Parish Church. And since 1978, it was been Kelvin Said Hellhead Parish Church, said to be inspired by St. Chapel in Paris. Hellhead Parish Church was designed by James Sellers. Aye. So in 1921, as I presume, the Kelvin Said Hellhead Parish Church was considerably altered internally to provide memorial to those of members of congregation who fell in the First World War. So the organ was made by Willis and Son in 1876 as well, and restored in the 1930s. By the way, I discovered that gem last time I've been in my bit of Glasgow, so in August. So Hannah's all had hidden gems to discover, trips. So my video, next video, trips, next Saturday or Sunday. And then I'm going to talk about legendary Celtic players summing up the match with Celtic, which will be at Celtic Park next Saturday. So, and continue talking about Celtic, some of the Celtic as well, hundreds of times, you know. And then ask you to write legendary Celtic players below in comments below. Of course, below my video, and then sip of iron brew through. Oh, feel better already, you know. That's pure the brilliant trips. So, in my green and white humor, my hips, in my traffic conne, as Glasgow genuine and Celtic dafty, I'm saying to you, see you after trips, and they. Pure the brilliant week, wherever you are.